All right, now let's talk about a tool that is very useful in what we do. It's called the SOCP Dagger. This dagger was designed to bridge the gap between hand-to-hand and fighting to get to your tools. Most of the time when you get into a hand-to-hand situation, it's good to go to an edge weapon. But the majority of the edge weapons that they use is either too hard for them to get to in a fight or so easy that the bad guy can pull it right off their kit and stab them with it. The majority of all knife altercations that happen to soldiers are with the soldiers' own knives, because they have these knives that are so easy to pull out that the bad guy grabs them and stabs them with it. Also, what do you do when after you pull the knife out and you're trying to transition to your pistol? It's been a problem for us for years, so this led me to come up with the SOCP knife. The SOCP knife is designed to be concealed. There's just a ring sticking out, hiding on your kit. It can slide inside your molly and be locked down, or you can carry it concealed when you're wearing your regular civilian clothes. When you have a handgun that might be tucked away but you can't get it out fast enough, this knife you can get it out fast with either hand. When you're carrying this knife, you want to preferably carry it the way you can get to it with both hands, usually in the center of your body here, so I can deploy it with my right hand or I can deploy it with my left hand. This is a trainer that we have right now. The SOCP knife is you can get it at Benchmade. But here, when I transition to this knife and I use this to create some space, people don't just disappear with one stab. They're going to latch onto your arm. And once you clear that, they're going to try to grab you again, because you can't kill somebody fast enough with a knife. Only until enough blood leaves their body will they stop. So once you stick them, you can't afford to wait for him to bleed out, because his buddy may come and jump on you. So as soon as you stick him, he moves, you need to create that space. When I create that space, and if it's in my dominant hand and I want to transition to a pistol, a lot of the training that we're doing, the guy did not know what to do with the knife. He didn't have time enough to pass it to the other hand. A lot of things went down. So here, as soon as you create some space, now you can transition to your pistol and bring it to bear with this in your hand. So it's a smooth progression from knife to handgun. So I can be here striking somebody, fighting them off of me, stabbing somebody, and then immediately transition to the pistol. Same thing if it's concealed. If you have a handgun concealed on you here and you run your knife secured in the front, you might be fighting somebody off and you can't get to that pistol fast enough, or you might be in a position where you just don't want to get it out. When you pull the knife out and start stabbing them to create some space, then it's easy to transition to that pistol that's concealed and bring it to bear. Also with this, it lends perfectly with the SOCP techniques. Say I get hit from the 9 o'clock over the arms. I'm going to establish a good base right here, but if ever I get stuck and can't move, I'm going to transition to this knife and start creating some space to where when he readjusts, I'm going to readjust. Then I can hook and stab him here, or I might be stabbing him in this position, wanting him to back off of me here, pushing him off, and then getting to some tools from there. So what's wonderful about this knife is it blends through all the techniques that we do without a knife, we can do with this. It just enhances the techniques. So this is your basic SOCP knife.